There are times in history when a nation's spirit seems to be in a deep sleep. For India, there was a moment like that, and one monk almost single-handedly lit this incredible flame of self-belief and spiritual pride. This is the story of Swami Vivekananda, the man who basically took the soul of India and showed it to the entire world. Now, these words, they aren't just some nice motivational quote you'd see on a poster. This was a call to revolution. This simple sentence is really the core of his entire message, and it's going to be our guide as we dive into his amazing journey. It's a call to action that honestly still hits just as hard today. So to really get why he was such a game changer, you have to picture the times he lived in. India really needed a powerful voice, a figure who could reignite its own sense of self-worth on the world stage. And that voice was about to come from this young, kind of restless soul over in Calcutta. Okay, so before the world knew him as Swami Vivekananda, he was just a kid named Narendranath Datta, born back in 1863. And he was brilliant, athletic, super confident, but he also had this deep restlessness. He was constantly searching for a higher truth, something that went way beyond just books and rituals. What's really fascinating is the world he grew up in at home. It was this incredible mix of two extremes. His father was a modern lawyer, very logical, very rational, but his mother was a woman of deep, profound faith. So this created this amazing tension inside him. His mind questioned everything, but his soul was desperate for a real spiritual experience. So this was the question. This was the question that Narendranath would ask every single spiritual leader he met. And he wasn't being poetic. He wasn't interested in theories or philosophies. He wanted to know straight up, have you actually, personally seen God? He was looking for someone who had truly walked the walk. And he kept getting these vague, philosophical answers until he met the saint, Sri Ramakrishna. And Ramakrishna's answer was so simple, so direct, it was absolutely earth-shattering for him. This wasn't a metaphor, it was a statement of fact, and it completely changed the course of Narendra's life. Right then and there, his search was over. The huge lesson, the core teaching he got from his guru, was this massive shift in perspective. He stopped seeking God in temples or in some isolated cave and started to see God in every single person. This simple but incredibly powerful idea that serving other people is the highest form of worship, that became the foundation for his entire mission. So after his master passed away, Narendranath took his monastic vows and officially became Swami Vivekananda. And then, in 1893, he traveled all the way to America for an event that would make him a global figure, the World's Parliament of Religions in Chicago. I mean, just try to picture the scene. You've got thousands of delegates from all over the world representing every major religion. And then, up stands this pretty much unknown monk from India, wearing these bright saffron robes, just radiating this calm, powerful energy. He was about to speak, and no one knew what to expect. And with just those 5 words, he did something incredible. He didn't start with ladies and gentlemen or some formal greeting. He called them family. The entire hall of thousands of people just erupted. They gave him a standing ovation that lasted for 2 whole minutes before he could even say another word. So what he said next was just as powerful. His message was completely universal. He wasn't arguing that one religion was better than another. He talked about a spiritual unity that connects every single one of us. He presented the soul of India not as a rigid dogma, but as this ancient source of tolerance and acceptance. Literally overnight, he became a global sensation. All right, so after Chicago, things were never the same. Vivekananda wasn't just a monk anymore. He was a global teacher. He spent the next few years sharing this powerful philosophy that he believed could totally transform humanity. And it was all built on 2 main pillars: inner strength and selfless service. This right here is one of his most crucial teachings. For him, faith wasn't about being weak or dependent. It was about waking up to the divine power that's already inside of you. Believing in yourself, that was the first, non-negotiable step on any true spiritual path. You can really boil his whole philosophy down to these 4 amazing ideas. First, every single soul is potentially divine, meaning we all have infinite potential locked inside us. Second, he said strength is religion, weakness is death. Third, service to others is worship. And finally, that real practical education is the ultimate key to freedom. He had a particularly powerful message for young people. It's not just advice, it's practically a formula for success. He urged them to take one idea, just one, and pour everything into it. Make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on it. Channel all your energy with this intense laser focus. For all this incredible impact, Vivekananda's time here on Earth was shockingly brief. But the fire he started, well, that continues to burn brighter than ever, leaving behind a legacy that is truly immortal. 39. That's how old he was when he passed away on July 4th, 1902. Just 39. When you stop and think about everything he accomplished, revitalizing a nation's spirit, introducing Eastern philosophy to the West, that number just makes his life's work even more staggering. And his impact absolutely did not end in 1902. Not even close. His teachings on self-confidence, on focus, on serving others, they're completely timeless. They continue to inspire everyone from students in classrooms to CEOs in boardrooms all across the globe. It just proves that his spirit, his message, never really left. So, we started with his powerful call to arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. He found his goal. It was to awaken the potential lying dormant in all of humanity. And that really just leaves us with one final question to think about. What's the great goal that you are striving to reach?